Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, almost $100 million worth of Bitcoin short positions have just closed, while the price of Bitcoin is getting close to breaking this triangle pattern, which I'll talk more about in just a moment, so definitely stick around. First of all, starting off on the 4-hour Bitcoin charts, because nothing much has happened on the larger time frames over the last one day. And in fact, right here on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, not much has happened as well here over the last one day. So we're still looking very neutral in the imminent short term, because if you're looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI and MACD, these are basically trading perfectly sideways, showing almost no momentum as of right now in the short term. But technically speaking, this is still occurring within a short-term bearish trend, and the price of Bitcoin is still running into this short-term resistance at around 16.9k. But if the price of Bitcoin can eventually break above 16.9k, then we will likely head up towards this next area of resistance, which is sitting up towards around 17.3k to 17.4k. And as for support, we do have some support at around 16.6k based on this previous local low right here, but below that level, and we have a more significant range of support down here, which is starting at approximately 16.2k. And now if you zoom into the shorter term, this right here is the 2-hour Bitcoin to US dollar chart, and right now the price of Bitcoin is forming a triangle pattern in the imminent short term, with resistance at around 16.9k and support at around 16.6k. And now just measuring the technical price targets for this pattern, if we end up seeing a confirmed break above that point of resistance, then we would have a technical price target sitting at around 17.3k, which is right where this area of resistance is starting up here. But on the flip side, if the price of Bitcoin confirms a break below that level of support that I just mentioned, then that would set up a technical price target down towards around 16.1 to 16.2k, so around this area of support just here. So we do indeed have some confluence on the charts between these areas of support and resistance and these potential technical price targets, depending on whether the price breaks support or resistance. And as always, it is important to mention that technically speaking, these price targets are not in play as of right now, and they only activate if we see a confirmed break below support or above resistance. Obviously, a break below support activating the downside price targets, and a break above resistance activating the upside price targets. And now what's very interesting is that while the price of Bitcoin is consolidating sideways, not really doing too much, we're actually seeing a lot of Bitcoin short positions close. And in case you're wondering, this chart right here shows the Bitcoin short positions on the Bitfinex exchange on the 8-hour time frame. And ever since this high point right here to this low point that we're sitting at right now, we've seen a decline in Bitcoin short positions on the Bitfinex exchange by around 5,552 Bitcoin, which at the current price is in between $90 million and $100 million worth of Bitcoin short positions that have closed over the last 3 weeks or so. Which means, once again, this has been happening while the price of Bitcoin has basically been chopping around sideways over the last 3 weeks or so. And in case you don't already know what these short positions mean for Bitcoin, basically a short position is betting the price will go to the downside. So if nearly $100 million is no longer betting on the Bitcoin price going to the downside and basically withdrawing those bearish bets, then this is basically a signal by the whales, the people who have millions and millions of dollars worth of crypto, telling us that they're not perhaps as bearish right now compared to what they were back here, for example, when the short positions were high. And so technically speaking, this could be seen as a bullish signal if the people with millions and millions of dollars are withdrawing their bearish bets from the market. Once again, it's simply a sign telling us that there might not be too much downside risk, at least in the shorter term, based on what these short positions are showing. But anyway, getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the 4-hour ETH to US dollar chart, and right now the price of ETH is still running into this horizontal resistance, which is sitting at around 1220 to 1230 approximately. And like I said earlier in the video, for Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame, if you're looking at the RSI and the MACD for Ethereum, these are still showing very very low momentum in the imminent short term, which is pointing towards most likely some more choppy sideways price action in the imminent short term. And as for other levels of support and resistance, we do have some significant support at around 1150 to 1160. And more recently, the price of ETH over the last one day has found a bit of short-term support at around 1180 to 1190 approximately. And as for resistance above 1230, we still have this range of resistance starting at around 1280 going up towards around 1320. And now what's interesting is if you take a look at the Ethereum long positions on the Bitfinex exchange, this chart right here, by the way, is on the 4-hour time frame, and over the last few days we've seen a lot of new long positions open up. In fact, just over the last 4 to 5 days, we've seen around 21,800 ETH added to new long positions on the Bitfinex exchange, which is valued at around $20 to $30 million worth of ETH, which is now betting on the price of ETH going to the upside. And so basically, while we're seeing short positions for Bitcoin on the Bitfinex exchange going down, we are also seeing long positions for ETH on the Bitfinex exchange going up, which is something interesting to see because basically these millions of dollars are now getting more bullish on the price of ETH, while those millions of dollars for Bitcoin are no longer as bearish for the price of Bitcoin. And so this is simply just another indicator to consider in the overall analysis for these videos. And I do apologize for having a bit of a croaky voice in this video and my last video. I have been a little sick recently, but that's definitely not enough to stop me making these videos every day for you. And if you appreciate that, I do appreciate all the likes and subscribes down below in these videos if you're new. And if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or just chopping around sideways, then make sure to check out these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left of your screen shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left of your screen shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.